20 greatest dance routines of all time. Ready to dive into the world of unforgettable dance moments? Today, we're exploring some of the most stunning, artistic, and iconic dance sequences in film and theater. From lively moves to heartfelt moments, let's get lost in the beauty of dance. The Jellicle Ball, Cats. The Jellicle Ball from Cats is one of the most iconic dance sequences in musical theater, and it's impossible to talk about the show without mentioning it. Andrew Lloyd Webber's groundbreaking musical brings to life a tribe of Jellicle cats, each one vying for the chance to be chosen to ascend to the Heaviside layer and be reborn. While the show features many stunning solo performances, the Jellicle Ball is the climactic group number that truly showcases the talents and personalities of each cat. This scene is a dazzling blend of dance styles, representing the diverse and vibrant nature of the Jellicle cats. From the graceful and elegant movements of ballet to the upbeat, high-energy rhythms of jazz, and even the street-smart, dynamic flair of 80s breakdancing, the Jellicle Ball has it all. Each cat is given a moment to shine, showing off their unique skills and quirks through their movements. The choreography is fluid, yet precise, capturing the essence of feline grace and agility, while also incorporating human elements of fun and playfulness. Audition, 42nd Street. The audition scene from 42nd Street is a masterclass in tap dancing and a pivotal moment in the musical world. This iconic opening number sets the tone for the entire show, blending footwork, rhythm, and showmanship into a dazzling display of precision and energy. As the dancers line up to audition for the fictional musical Pretty Lady, the choreography, crafted by Gower Champion, captures the essence of classic American tap and sets a standard for future musical productions. The scene begins with a slow curtain rise, revealing the dancers' feet in perfect sync with the rhythm of the music. It's a subtle but effective way to draw the audience in, immediately highlighting the intricate footwork that defines tap dancing. As the tempo increases, the dancers perform a series of rapid-fire steps, their feet moving with an agility and fluidity that is both mesmerizing and impressive. Each tap creates a unique sound that contributes to the overall rhythm, with every movement in perfect harmony. Champion's choreography brings out the best in the performers, showcasing their talent while ensuring that the number flows seamlessly. The precision required to execute the steps in such synchronicity is nothing short of remarkable, and the dancer's ability to maintain a smooth, unified look throughout the piece speaks to the level of skill and dedication involved. Scott and Fran's Flamenco Dance, Strictly Ballroom. Scott and Fran's flamenco dance in Strictly Ballroom is an unforgettable moment in dance cinema. Directed by Baz Luhrmann in his first feature film, this scene is a perfect blend of drama and dance. The story follows the unlikely partnership between Scott, a seasoned professional, and Fran, an amateur with big dreams. Their relationship reaches its peak during their show-stopping performance at the Pan-Pacific Grand Prix. What makes this performance so memorable is the unique combination of Spanish flamenco and traditional ballroom moves. The choreography is filled with fiery passion, made all the more electric by the chemistry between the lead actors, Paul Mercurio and Tara Maurice. The intensity builds to a climax when Fran, in a bold move, cuts the music. The audience picks up the beat, clapping along, and the two dancers continue with a stunning paso doble, full of power and emotion. It's a dance that perfectly captures the heart of the film, leaving a lasting impact on everyone who watches. This scene truly has it all: heart, passion, and the kind of energy that makes dance unforgettable. Manson Trio, Pippin. The Manson Trio from Pippin is a standout moment that perfectly captures the essence of Bob Fosse's choreographic brilliance. In this iconic scene, set against the backdrop of a fictional battle between the Visigoths and King Charlemagne's army. Fosse brings a unique and ironic twist to the depiction of war. The number is performed by the leading player and two other dancers, each moving through an electrifying routine that combines jazz and modern dance influences. Choreographed by Fosse himself, the Manson Trio showcases his signature style with sharp, angular movements and an unmistakable rhythm. The dance is full of energy and charm, offering a stark contrast to the violent, bloody battle it represents. While the violence is portrayed on stage, the choreography brings an almost playful, ironic quality to the scene, emphasizing the absurdity and futility of war. The performance is an excellent example of how Pippin, with its meta-theatrical structure, uses humor and satire to deflate any heroic notions of war. The Manson Trio is not just a brilliant display of dance, it's a clever commentary on the glorification of violence in historical narratives. Through this juxtaposition, Fosse invites the audience to laugh at the spectacle while reflecting on the true cost of conflict. Too Darn Hot. Too Darn Hot, from the 2019 revival of Kiss Me, Kate, is undeniably one of the most captivating and high-energy numbers in recent musical theater. Based on Cole Porter's classic work, Kiss Me, Kate explores the comedic chaos behind the scenes of a production of The Taming of the Shrew, especially between two ex-lovers playing the lead roles. While the musical itself is full of witty charm, it's the Too Darn Hot number that steals the show. Choreographed by Warren Carlyle, this piece is a stunning combination of intricate movements and sizzling energy. The moment the song kicks in, the audience is instantly swept up in a whirlwind of rhythm and passion. The number is led by the charismatic James T. Lane and the ever-talented Corbin Bleu. Their chemistry is undeniable, creating a seamless performance that radiates excitement. One of the standout elements of this number is Corbin Bleu's tap dancing. His impressive skills add a layer of precision to the choreography, making each tap sound sharp and powerful, adding to the overall intensity. Carlyle's choreography builds the energy throughout the song, reaching an exhilarating climax that keeps the audience on the edge of their seats. What's your all-time favorite dance sequence from a movie or musical? Share it with us in the comments. The Bottle Dance, Fiddler on the Roof. Known for his ability to blend storytelling with movement, Robbins brought a unique energy and grace to this iconic moment during Motel and Seidel's wedding. The routine is not just a dance, it's a stunning visual display of skill, balance, and precision, capturing the spirit of tradition and celebration. The inspiration for the bottle dance came from Robbins's own research into Orthodox Jewish weddings, where he observed a moment of pure happenstance. He watched a drunken guest place a bottle on his head at a wedding, and that seemingly small moment sparked the idea for a dance that would become a highlight of the show. What Robbins created was a routine that required incredible balance and control, where dancers expertly balance a glass bottle on their heads while performing intricate steps, including kicks and knee bends. The physical feat itself is jaw-dropping. Balancing a bottle on one's head is no easy task, but adding the complexity of dance, especially while kneeling or executing kicks, makes it an extraordinary display of strength and coordination. The grace with which the dancers execute these moves, all while maintaining their focus on the precariously balanced bottle, is truly impressive. Anything Goes, 2011 revival. Anything Goes from the 2011 revival of Anything Goes is a showstopper that never fails to captivate audiences. Written by Cole Porter, this lively, satirical tune takes a humorous look at the chaos and contradictions of modern life, and somehow, its witty observations are still strikingly relevant today. In this revival, choreographer Kathleen Marshall transforms the number into an electrifying spectacle, with the highlight being the breathtaking tap dancing routines. The precision and synchronicity of the ensemble are nothing short of mesmerizing. Every dancer moves in perfect harmony, their feet tapping in unison with impressive power and grace. It's not just a dance, it's a display of stamina, discipline, and raw energy that takes the performance to another level. Sutton Foster, playing the irrepressible Reno Sweeney, leads the number with her characteristic charm and flair, anchoring the scene with her powerful presence. Her energy, combined with the ensemble's exceptional talent, creates a dynamic and exciting performance that sweeps the audience off their feet. Big Spender, Sweet Charity. Big Spender from Sweet Charity is one of the most iconic and memorable numbers in musical theater, and it's all thanks to the genius choreography of Bob Fosse. In this unforgettable scene, the Fandango ballroom hostesses take center stage, enticing the big spenders with their seductive charm. As the lyrics croon, "The minute you walked in the joint, I could see you were a man of distinction, a real big spender," the dancers deliver a pitch that is both cheeky and captivating. Fosse's choreography is on full display here, with his signature style that emphasizes less is more. The movements are precise, deliberate, and filled with an underlying tension. The slow, controlled motions, often accentuated with a sharp flick of the wrist or a smooth hip roll, contrast with the occasional bursts of frenetic, fast-paced dancing. This combination of calm and chaos reflects the tension between the hostess's outward seduction and their jaded reality, offering a glimpse into their lives as performers in the ballroom. What truly makes this number stand out is how Fosse's choreography allows each dancer to shine as an individual. Despite the synchronized movements, each hostess's personality comes through in their execution, adding depth and richness to the performance. What a Feeling, Flashdance. The song What a Feeling from Flashdance has become an anthem of empowerment and determination, and its climactic audition scene is one of the most unforgettable moments in movie history. The film tells the story of Alex Owens, a steel mill worker who dreams of becoming a professional ballerina, and this pivotal scene marks the culmination of her journey. She auditions for the prestigious Pittsburgh Conservatory of Dance and Repertory, pouring all of her passion and energy into her performance, and the results speak for themselves. The choreography of What a Feeling is a stunning fusion of ballet's elegance with the raw power of breakdancing, making it a groundbreaking moment in dance on film. The routine, largely performed by Maureen Jahan, who served as the body double for Jennifer Beals, is a masterclass in combining technical precision with physical strength. With beautifully executed spins, leaps, and sharp movements, Alex demonstrates both the grace of ballet and the unrestrained power of contemporary dance, showcasing her unique style. The scene builds in intensity, with the judges watching in awe as Alex gives it everything she's got, leaving no doubt that she belongs on the stage. The sheer energy and emotion of the performance are palpable, with every move conveying the struggle and triumph of reaching for your dreams. Step in Time, Mary Poppins. Step in Time from Mary Poppins is one of the most unforgettable musical numbers from the classic 60s film, and for good reason. The sequence is an exhilarating display of energy, creativity, and skill, led by the charming and versatile Bert, played by Dick Van Dyke. As the cheerful chimney sweep, Bert leads his fellow sweeps in an epic rooftop dance that quickly becomes a highlight of the film. The choreography, crafted by D.D. Wood and Mark Bro, is a remarkable mix of broad, energetic movements and intricate, complex steps. The chimney sweeps move with a surprising grace and agility as they leap, tumble, and twirl across the rooftops in perfect sync. What's truly impressive is how seamlessly they move together, as if they are one unit, adding to the charm and fun of the sequence. At one point, Bert himself defies gravity, being swung over the edge of a building and seemingly floating in midair. an iconic moment that showcases both the whimsy and the magic of the film. The choreography also spills out beyond the rooftops, leading the dance into the Banks family home and onto the street, creating an expansive, dynamic feeling that stretches the boundaries of the set. Please comment 1 to let me know you'll be watching this video until the end. El Tango de Roxanne, Moulin Rouge. El Tango de Roxanne, from Moulin Rouge, is one of the most powerful and unforgettable moments in this visually stunning jukebox musical. Directed by Baz Luhrmann, the film is known for its bold and creative reimaginings of classic songs, and the tango scene is a prime example of his mastery. In this iconic moment, the Police's 1978 hit, Roxanne, is completely transformed into a passionate, dramatic tango that perfectly complements the raw emotion of the scene. The choreography, which unfolds in the grandeur of the Moulin Rouge ballroom, is sharp and intense, filled with the kind of tension that comes with jealousy, longing, and betrayal. The dancers move with controlled precision, their movements emphasizing the emotional conflict at the heart of the scene. As Christian watches Satine, his lover, interact with the Duke, his fears and insecurities are expressed through the frantic, almost violent nature of the dance. The sharp staccato steps and the intense eye contact between the dancers create a visceral sense of desperation, mirroring Christian's emotional turmoil as he believes Satine is falling for the Duke. Seize the Day, Newsies. Seize the Day from Newsies is a powerful anthem of resistance and youthful rebellion, and in the Broadway adaptation, it is brought to life with electrifying choreography by Christopher Gattelli. While the film version of Newsies initially struggled at the box office, the stage adaptation became a huge success, largely thanks to its high-energy dance numbers that took the show to new heights. And none of these numbers is more iconic or impactful than Seize the Day. The scene is a rallying cry for the newsboys, led by the fiery Jack Kelly, as they unite to stand up for their rights. Alan Menken's stirring music and Jack Feldman's empowering lyrics come together perfectly with the dynamic choreography, which is a perfect blend of athleticism and artistry. Gattelli masterfully incorporates balletic movements, acrobatic flips, and powerful ensemble formations, creating a routine that is both visually stunning and emotionally charged. The dancers execute each step with precision, their movements sharp yet graceful, capturing the intensity of the moment and the spirit of the strike. The energy of the number is palpable, with the dancers using the stage to its fullest, creating a sense of urgency and camaraderie as they shout out their call for justice. The combination of the rousing music, the passionate lyrics, and the flawlessly executed choreography makes this a standout moment in the show. Watching it, it's impossible not to feel inspired to seize the day right alongside the characters. This is a strike that's not only about fighting for what's right, but also about the power of unity, and the dance number encapsulates that message perfectly. It's a thrilling, unforgettable moment in Broadway history. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers. The barn dance from 7 Brides for 7 Brothers is a show-stopping sequence that combines athleticism, raw energy, and intricate choreography, making it a standout in the world of classic musical cinema. In this unforgettable scene, 6 rugged brothers are determined to woo 6 women away from their suitors, and Michael Kidd's choreography takes the audience on a thrilling ride from start to finish. The routine kicks off with a lively, conventional line dance, but it soon takes a turn into something much more dynamic. As the tension builds, the dance transforms into a chaotic, stylized brawl full of flips, tumbles, and daring leaps. The brothers, who are rough, tough woodsmen, aren't concerned with elegance. Instead, they display their athleticism and raw strength in a thrilling display of gymnastic prowess. Kid's choreography is a perfect match for the characters. He opted for an athletic style that suited the rugged personalities of the men, ensuring that the dance felt more grounded in physicality than in balletic grace. What makes the barn dance truly breathtaking is the technical challenge it presents. The brothers are seen dancing on wooden beams, a challenging surface that requires both balance and precision. These gymnastic feats, performed with such vigor and skill, elevate the scene from a typical barn dance into a full-on physical spectacle. Cell Block Tango, Chicago. Let's dive into one of the most unforgettable moments in musical theater history, Cell Block Tango from Chicago. When it comes to choreography, few can rival the brilliance of Bob Fosse's signature style, and Chicago showcases his genius like no other. But it didn't stop there. The film adaptation took this iconic number to an entirely new level. Directed by Rob Marshall, the movie masterfully reimagines Fosse's original choreography, adding layers of visual storytelling that elevate the performance. In this version, male dancers step in, weaving through the infamous merry murderesses, heightening the drama and tension. And those red scarves? Pure cinematic genius. They serve as haunting symbols of the crimes committed, turning a simple prop into a chilling reminder of their deadly tales. The crescendo comes when the 6 inmates dance in perfect unison, leading to a jaw-dropping finale. Do you agree with our picks? Which dance sequence would you add to this list? The Dance at the Gym, West Side Story. The number begins with a slow, sensual blues swing, creating an almost hypnotic atmosphere as the dancers glide across the floor. The stately promenade sets the tone for what's to come, subtly building anticipation for the dynamic shift in energy. Then, in a dramatic turn, the music explodes into a fiery mambo, signaling the start of the battle between the two opposing groups, the American Jets and the Puerto Rican Sharks. Robbins's choreography allows each group to showcase their distinctive movements and cultural influences. The Jets, with their athleticism and precision, dominate the early moments of the sequence, their movements sharp and aggressive. Meanwhile, the Sharks bring flair and passion to the dance, their style more fluid, sensual, and full of fiery energy. The battle between these two styles is not just a physical contest, but a cultural one, with each group using the dance floor to express their pride, power, and individuality. At the heart of the Dance at the Gym is the moment where Tony and Maria, the story's doomed lovers, lock eyes. Their connection, sparked amidst the chaos of the dance battle, highlights the power of love at first sight and adds a poignant layer to the otherwise intense competition. The choreography here becomes a visual representation of the clash of worlds and the universal desire for connection despite differences. All That Jazz, Chicago. All That Jazz from Chicago is an unforgettable opening number that sets the tone for the entire show, immediately immersing the audience into the glitz, glamour, and gritty underbelly of the jazz age. Sung by Velma Kelly, this sultry, infectious tune captures the spirit of 1920s Chicago, where indulgence, excess, and corruption go hand in hand. The song's lyrics speak of honky-tonk pianos, cold gin, and the tantalizing allure of the jazz-fueled world, creating an atmosphere brimming with decadence. The choreography, under the masterful direction of Bob Fosse, is just as iconic as the song itself. Sensual, fluid, and risque, it embodies the era's liberating freedom, yet also reflects the darker, more cynical side of the jazz age. With full-body lifts, twirls, and perfectly timed movements, the dancers seem to embody the very essence of this world: thrilling, seductive, and morally ambiguous. Fosse's signature style of tight, controlled movements and sharp precision adds a layer of sophistication to the performance, emphasizing the character's underlying motivations of ambition, self-interest, and survival. 1. Reprise, a chorus line. The 1. Reprise from a chorus line is undoubtedly one of the most iconic musical finales in theater history. This unforgettable number perfectly encapsulates the essence of the show, highlighting the bittersweet journey of the dancers who have poured their hearts and souls into the art of performance. Set against the backdrop of the final audition, this reprise brings together the entire cast in a unified, exhilarating celebration of the chorus line's artistry and determination. Choreographed by Michael Bennett and Bob Avian, the choreography is a masterclass in precision and synchronization. The dancers perform flawless high kicks and perfectly timed movements, their movements sharp and seamlessly unified. This perfect execution reflects the dancers' yearning for validation and their collective bond as they strive to be noticed in a world that often overlooks them. The repetition of the 1 signifies the idea of unity, the desire for individuality, and the sacrifices made to achieve the dream of being part of something greater. Singin' in the Rain, Singin' in the Rain. The iconic Singin' in the Rain number from the film Singin' in the Rain stands as one of the most beloved and memorable sequences in cinematic history. Performed by Gene Kelly, this scene not only showcases his extraordinary tap dancing skills, but also reflects his exceptional ability to connect with the environment. With the rain pouring down and puddles splashing underfoot, Kelly's joyous celebration of love is both infectious and effortless in its execution. While it may seem deceptively simple, Kelly twirling, tapping, and splashing in the rain, it's the artistry behind the movement that elevates it. Kelly's precision, grace, and joy are evident in every step, with his footwork perfectly complementing the fluidity of the song. What truly sets this scene apart is Kelly's masterful interaction with the rain and the puddles, transforming an ordinary weather event into an exhilarating performance. The choreography feels organic, making it appear as though Kelly is dancing with the very elements of nature. An American in Paris. The 17-minute ballet in An American in Paris is truly a crowning achievement in both cinema and dance, combining the genius of Gene Kelly's choreography with George Gershwin's iconic symphonic jazz. This stunning sequence encapsulates the magic of Paris and the romantic journey of an American artist, all told through dance and music without the need for a single spoken word. The ballet begins with Kelly's character meeting the Parisian girl, and the movement effortlessly flows into a dreamy, graceful park duet. Each moment builds on the last, capturing the joy, longing, and beauty of their blossoming romance. One of the most poignant moments is the pas de deux set to Gershwin's love theme, where the dancers' chemistry and fluidity seem to transcend time and space, embodying the feelings of passion and vulnerability that are central to their relationship. The ballet's crowning moment arrives with the magnificent ballroom entrance, where the energy shifts from intimate to grandiose, full of exuberance and triumph. This visual spectacle not only highlights the character's love story, but also showcases the technical prowess of the dancers, with Kelly's innovative choreography fully embracing the potential of the medium. Make 'em Laugh, Singin' in the Rain. Make 'em Laugh from Singin' in the Rain is not just a musical number. It's a showcase of pure, unadulterated talent, particularly from the legendary Donald O'Connor. This scene stands out not only for its catchy tune, but also for the jaw-dropping choreography that mixes slapstick humor with impressive dance techniques. As Cosmo, O'Connor delivers some of the most nimble and fluid movements ever captured on film, making his performance seem effortless and natural, yet absolutely thrilling. The number takes place as Cosmo offers his friend Don, played by Gene Kelly, a little advice on how to succeed in showbiz, specifically how to make an audience laugh. O'Connor's dance is a dazzling display of physical comedy, from his spins and backflips to his impeccable timing with the slapstick elements. Each move is perfectly executed, with his body bending and twisting in ways that seem almost impossible. His flexibility and control are astounding, and he transitions smoothly between comedic pratfalls, sharp jumps, and dynamic spins, all while maintaining an infectious energy. The brilliance of O'Connor's performance lies in his ability to make the physicality of the dance look easy, as though he were simply playing around. But in reality, what he's doing is incredibly difficult. His movements require precise timing, immense flexibility, and a deep understanding of how to make an audience laugh through movement. His ability to effortlessly integrate humor and technique makes this number a true masterclass in both dance and comedy, leaving viewers marveling at his skill. Real 80s Dance Party. Welcome to an authentic 80s dance party, a vibrant era filled with energetic music, iconic fashion, and unforgettable dance moves. If you're a fan of classic music videos from Michael Jackson or Madonna, get ready to immerse yourself in this lively atmosphere. Let's rewind time and step back into the days when music and dancing were the heart and soul of every party. The party atmosphere of the 1980s. A true 80s party isn't just about dancing and music. It's about creating a vibrant, colorful space that immerses everyone in the essence of the era. The atmosphere sets the stage, transforming the party into a portal where every corner tells the story of this glorious decade. The party space itself plays a pivotal role, and we've curated every detail to authentically recreate the 80s ambiance. Huge portraits of music legends like Madonna, Prince, and Michael Jackson will adorn the walls, filling the space with the energy of their unforgettable performances. These iconic images will transport you back to the groundbreaking moments when these stars took music to new heights. Alongside these, classic films like Back to the Future and The Breakfast Club will fill the environment with familiar scenes, bringing the 80s school spirit and rebellious energy to life. From the famous DeLorean car to the quirky high school moments, every detail will contribute to the ultimate 80s experience. But we've also added a special interactive activity that's sure to take you back to the era, a button-making station. Here, you can design your own 80s-inspired button, showcasing the unique style of the time. Whether you choose symbols like cassette tapes, MTV logos, or classic imagery from music videos, you'll have the chance to get creative and take home a personal souvenir. These buttons are more than just decorations. They're a piece of 80s pop culture, a tangible reminder of the memories made at the party. To keep the energy high and the atmosphere alive, we've got a selection of neon-colored drinks that perfectly match the vibrant theme. Sip-on drinks like the electric lemonade or the neon twist, and let their eye-catching colors and delicious flavors elevate the experience. These drinks will complement the neon lights that glow around the room, bringing a refreshing touch of the 80s spirit into every sip. They're not just drinks. They're a symbol of creativity, energy, and individuality, much like the 80s themselves. As you step into this immersive world, everything will come together. The vibrant neon lights, upbeat music, colorful decor, and lively drinks, all combining to transport you straight back to the golden era of the 80s. This is more than just a party. It's a journey into the past, where music legends, iconic films, and a bold, creative pop culture still shine brightly. Every guest will experience not just a celebration, but a colorful, joy-filled world brimming with nostalgia and unforgettable memories. Do you remember the 80s parties? Share your unforgettable moments or stories in the comments below the video. We'd love to hear your memories. Games and interactive activities. The party wasn't just a stage for music and dance moves. It also offered a space for connection and challenges through interactive games that were quintessentially 80s. The most popular of these was the Guess the Song game, where legendary tunes from that vibrant era would play, sparking memories in every participant. The atmosphere would instantly become lively as the DJ played short music clips, and everyone eagerly awaited their turn to quickly write down the answer on the board. This wasn't just a test of memory, but a playground for those who loved 80s music. From sentimental ballads like Careless Whisper by George Michael to upbeat hits like Take On Me by a-ha, each song felt like a time portal, taking everyone back to those nostalgic days. Cheers and laughter would erupt when someone guessed wrong, while sighs of regret would fill the air when someone missed it by just a hair, making the atmosphere even more thrilling. Many participants were ready to battle for victory, not just for the enticing prizes, but to prove themselves as the ultimate 80s music master. But whether you were a music aficionado or just wanted to join in, this game brought joy to everyone. The participants laughed, held their breath, and felt the excitement with each round of guessing, erasing any social distance between strangers. The game also offered a chance for younger generations to explore the music of a colorful decade. For them, it was an opportunity to understand why their parents or relatives were so enamored with these tunes. For those who lived through the 80s, the game became a way to reminisce and share stories tied to each song. Maybe it was the memory of the first time dancing to Billie Jean, or gatherings with friends around an old cassette player. The special prizes for the winners were certainly a highlight, but the most important thing was the fun of everyone immersing themselves in the vibrant atmosphere. Radiant smiles, clapping, and even congratulatory hugs from teammates turned the game into an unforgettable experience. When the final round ended, no one really lost. Everyone left with the joy of reliving the magic of a golden era, surrounded by music and lights from an authentic 80s-style party. The game wasn't just a part of the event, it was a bridge that brought like-minded souls together, creating beautiful memories that everyone would carry long after the party had ended. 5. The evolution of 1980s fashion. This period was a time of self-expression, energy, and innovation, where fashion became a powerful statement, particularly at the parties and social events of the era. The 80s were marked by radical changes in music, technology, and social dynamics, all of which influenced the bold fashion choices that defined the period. The fashion trends that emerged during the 1980s still resonate today, not just in the form of nostalgia, but in the continuous revival of the bold and vibrant styles that became synonymous with this iconic decade. One of the most recognizable fashion trends of the 80s was the rise of ripped jeans. These jeans were not only a symbol of rebellion, but also represented the free-spirited, unrestrained ethos of the time. Celebrities and everyday people alike embraced the rugged, distressed look, pairing torn jeans with graphic tees to create a dynamic, casual vibe. This style was about standing out, embracing imperfection, and rejecting conventional fashion rules. Ripped jeans were more than just a trend. They became a symbol of youthful defiance and an important part of street fashion, transcending the confines of exclusive parties and events to become an everyday staple. Leather jackets were another defining fashion statement of the 1980s, particularly at parties and night events. These jackets, often black and made of tough, durable leather, exuded a sense of toughness, confidence, and allure. They were the perfect companion for the wild and energetic atmosphere of 80s parties, blending well with both casual and more dressed-up outfits. Often adorned with studs, zippers, and metallic accents, Leather jackets reflected the era's desire for individuality and a bold, almost rebellious identity. The combination of these jackets with other bold fashion choices epitomized the spirit of the 80s, fearless and forward-thinking. In addition to ripped jeans and leather jackets, big, voluminous hair became an iconic style of the 80s. For women especially, the era was defined by hair that was big, curly, and full of life. The big hair trend was characterized by teased, voluminous hairstyles that gave off an image of power, confidence, and exuberance. Women would spend considerable time styling their hair with hair dryers, curling irons, and plenty of hairspray to achieve the maximum height and fullness. These bold hairstyles became an essential element of the 80s party look, complementing the vibrant energy of the time. It was about creating a presence, letting your hair do the talking and adding to the spectacle of the evening. Makeup in the 80s was just as bold and dramatic as the hairstyles. The makeup was heavy and expressive, with an emphasis on bright colors and strong contrasts. Eyeshadow in neon hues, dramatic eyeliner, and thick mascara were common, while lips were often painted with vibrant shades of red or fuchsia. The look was about making a statement, standing out, and embracing the flamboyance of the era. There was no subtlety when it came to makeup in the 1980s. Everything was exaggerated to enhance the larger-than-life personalities and vibrant party atmosphere of the decade. Neon colors also played a major role in the fashion of the 80s. Neon pink, green, orange, and yellow were used to create eye-catching, attention-grabbing outfits that made partygoers stand out in the crowd. These bright fluorescent colors became synonymous with the energy and excitement of the era. Neon clothing was often worn to parties, nightclubs, and events, where the lights and atmosphere created a heightened effect, making the colors pop even more. It was a time when fashion was about being loud and unapologetic, and neon was the perfect representation of this bold, expressive style. In the 1980s, several fashion icons reshaped the industry and influenced party style. Jean-Paul Gaultier fused high fashion with street style, challenging traditional norms with gender-blurring aesthetics and punk-inspired designs. Vivienne Westwood brought a rebellious energy to high fashion with her punk creations, featuring tartan, leather, and bondage elements. Madonna, the queen of pop, became the face of 80s fashion with her bold, eclectic style, mixing femininity with punk and inspiring fans to experiment with their own looks. David Bowie's androgynous, avant-garde fashion and fearless approach left a lasting mark on the decade, encouraging individuality and redefining pop culture style. Please comment 1 to let me know you'll be watching this video until the end. Iconic dances of the 80s. The 80s was a decade of vibrant energy, and no 80s party was complete without its signature dances that brought everyone together. Whether it was the infectious groove of Michael Jackson or the funky moves of Prince, the 80s introduced a variety of group dances that were easy to learn and guaranteed to keep the energy high. One of the standout dances of the era was the electric slide. Simple, yet synchronized, this line dance became a crowd favorite. The beauty of the electric slide is that anyone could join in, whether you were a seasoned dancer or just someone looking to have fun. Its step-by-step motions, performed in unison, created a shared rhythm and a sense of togetherness, making it perfect for partygoers of all ages. Another iconic dance was the cabbage patch. With its distinctive arm movements, imagine planting a cabbage and playful footwork. The cabbage patch was as fun as it was stylish. This dance was all about freedom and expression, giving people the chance to let loose and enjoy themselves. Its simplicity made it accessible, and it quickly became a symbol of 80s dance floors everywhere. Then there was the running man. a deceptively simple yet incredibly fun move. The basic idea was to mimic running in place, but with quick, fluid motions that made it look like you were gliding across the floor. The running man's light-hearted energy made it easy for anyone to jump in, and its catchy nature always drew in the crowd. These dances, Electric Slide, Cabbage Patch, and Running Man, were more than just steps. They were about connection, community, and joy. Whether you were dancing solo or with a group, they created a sense of shared experience that defined the 80s party scene. The simplicity and fun of these moves helped make the decade unforgettable and ensured that every party was filled with laughter, energy, and a sense of camaraderie. What was your favorite 80s dance? Drop your memories in the comments below. Movies that shaped 1980s party culture. The 1980s was a decade marked by iconic films and television shows that not only defined the era's pop culture, but also profoundly influenced party culture and social gatherings. The movies Flashdance, Footloose, Dirty Dancing, and television programs like American Bandstand were pivotal in shaping the way people approached dancing, fashion, and celebration, especially at parties. These films brought a sense of liberation, joy, and youthful rebellion to the dance floor, and their impact can still be felt in modern-day events and parties. Flashdance, 1983, is one such film that had a lasting effect on party culture. The movie's iconic dance scenes, particularly the Maniac dance number, introduced a high-energy, athletic form of dance that quickly became synonymous with nightlife and parties of the era. The film's portrayal of a gritty, working-class woman aspiring to be a dancer resonated with audiences, inspiring a wave of fitness-driven dance moves in clubs and at social events. The combination of flashy costumes, bold dance routines, and motivational underdog storytelling turned the film into a cultural phenomenon. Its influence can be seen today in modern-day dance parties, where fitness-inspired, high-intensity moves still make an appearance. Similarly, Footloose, 1984, brought dancing back to the forefront of party culture, focusing on themes of freedom and youthful rebellion. The film's most famous scene, featuring Kevin Bacon's character dancing in an empty warehouse, became a classic moment in movie history. This scene became the ultimate symbol of letting loose and embracing freedom, and its energy made it an anthem for partygoers who wanted to break free from societal constraints. The energetic, uninhibited dance moves in Footloose became a staple of 80s parties, encouraging everyone, regardless of skill, to get up and dance with abandon. Dirty Dancing, 1987, took the party scene in a slightly different direction, focusing on romance, sensuality, and the power of dance as a form of self-expression. The film's final dance scene, featuring Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze, is one of the most iconic in cinematic history. The choreography, combined with the steamy atmosphere and unforgettable music, created a moment that defined 80s romance and party culture. The famous lift in the final scene became a symbol of trust, passion, and celebration, and it continues to be referenced in modern dance parties and events. The mix of elegant ballroom-inspired moves and raw, spontaneous energy captured the essence of 80s nightlife and continues to inspire partygoers today. In addition to these films, television programs like American Bandstand had a significant impact on the party scene of the 1980s. As a music and dance show, American Bandstand provided a platform for young people to showcase the latest dance moves to the hottest hits of the time. The show popularized many of the dance crazes of the 1980s, and the performances often served as the soundtrack to real-life parties and social events. The show's influence helped establish the idea of dance as an integral part of any celebration or social gathering, reinforcing the idea that dancing was not just a pastime, but a central aspect of how people connected and had fun. Dancing to 80s music. The 80s was a booming decade for music, introducing legends like Michael Jackson, Madonna, and Prince. These artists didn't just change the face of music, they created cultural trends that still resonate with us today. Each of their songs had its own unique character, becoming more than just music, but iconic dance moves that defined an entire generation. Michael Jackson, with Billie Jean and his moonwalk, truly created a global phenomenon. The moonwalk wasn't just a dance move, it became a symbol of his talent and unique style. Whenever Michael Jackson hit the stage, the audience eagerly awaited the moment he'd perform the moonwalk, and in that moment, he completely captivated them. The moonwalk, a smooth and mystifying move that made it look as though he was gliding across the floor without even moving, left the audience in awe. No one could forget the image of Jackson in his black leather jacket, glittering glove, and executing the moonwalk with every song, making it an unmistakable signature. At the time, the moonwalk became a cultural phenomenon, appearing not only in performances, but also at festivals, parties, and even on television shows. Let the music take you into a world where these iconic dance moves are a must. When you hear the 80s tunes, it's impossible not to feel the urge to move. And if you've never tried the moonwalk, don't worry. Today, we're going to learn how to do it together. Just take a look at how our friends at the party are mastering the moonwalk. You'll notice that this dance move starts with small steps, and before you know it, you'll feel like you're floating across the floor. In addition to the moonwalk, there are plenty of other dance moves that the 80s brought into pop culture. One standout move is the robot dance. Imagine moving your body in a stiff, mechanical way, just like a robot. That's the essence of the robot dance. Each movement is segmented, with precise and calculated motions, making it a dance of sharp contrasts. You might have seen it in music videos like the Safety Dance by Men Without Hats. The sight of dancers in quirky outfits, stiff poses, and synchronized movements turned the robot dance into an unmissable 80s symbol. Though it may look simple, performing the robot dance requires skill and excellent body control. Then, there's the Running Man, an extremely popular dance at parties and festivals that perfectly captures the lively spirit of the 80s. The Running Man stands out because of its simple execution, yet it's incredibly fun and easy to master. The dance mimics running in place, but with fast and fluid leg movements. It gives you the sensation of racing against time on a stage, and each step brings a sense of ease and joy. The Running Man doesn't require complexity or difficulty, but it creates energy, excitement, and connection in the 80s party scene. Along with these signature moves, the music itself adds an electrifying atmosphere. Each dance move is an integral part of the soundtrack of the era. From the moonwalk to the robot dance and Running Man, every step tells a story, a perfect blend of music and movement. Let these dance moves take you back to those fond memories when music and dance were the heart and soul of every 80s party. What song from the 80s do you remember the most? The DJ and the party atmosphere. The DJ was the soul of every party in the 80s, playing a key role in creating the electric atmosphere that defined the era. The image of a DJ behind the turntables, skillfully adjusting the volume and mixing tracks, was magnetic and always drew people in. Hits like the Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper weren't just songs. They were invitations to hit the dance floor, symbols of joy and personal freedom. Each beat and melody stirred emotions, taking everyone from pure exhilaration to ecstatic energy. The party space came alive with the flashing disco lights, reflecting off vibrant outfits and shiny accessories, Under these lights, every dance move, whether it was the running man, moonwalk, or the electric slide, was elevated. These dances weren't just movements. They were a way for everyone to express their individuality, joy, and freedom. The magic came from how music and people harmonized, with the DJ not just playing tracks, but guiding an entire wave of energy on the dance floor. The sounds of synthesizers, powerful guitar riffs, and thumping bass didn't just fill the room. They embodied the spirit of an era where music and personal freedom ruled. No one had to be a professional dancer to join in. All you had to do was let the rhythm take over, and the music would do the rest. Whether it was a solo groove or a group of friends performing the moonwalk together, the atmosphere became electric and unforgettable. Looking from the outside, the party was like a living, breathing painting. Neon lights, laughter, and music intertwined, making time feel like it had stopped. In these moments, the DJ was more than just a music controller. They were the keeper of the party's energy, creating unforgettable moments of pure joy. Music became the universal language, connecting people from all walks of life and turning every party into a lasting memory of a time where freedom and fun were the ultimate goal. Guests and souvenirs. The 80s-themed party ended with radiant smiles and an infectious sense of joy. Every energetic dance move, every fun game, and every familiar melody had come together to create an unforgettable night. The lively tunes of legendary songs had led everyone back to a vibrant era where freedom, creativity, and joy were always in abundance. The dance moves, from the moonwalk to the electric slide, were not just steps, but emotional connections between generations. Looking around the space, filled with neon colors, each guest seemed to be reliving the best memories of that golden decade. It wasn't just the music and the lights. The dazzling outfits with flared skirts, leather jackets, and sparkling accessories added to the nostalgia and uniqueness. Enthusiastic conversations, endless laughter, and friendly handshakes made the party a moment for bonding and sharing. In addition to the fun activities, the unique souvenirs were another unforgettable highlight of the night. From bright buttons bearing the MTV logo, cassette tapes, to t-shirts with iconic 80s stars, each gift was a piece of the vibrant memory you could take home. These weren't just keepsakes, they were ways to carry the spirit of the party with you, reminding you of a wonderful night and meaningful moments spent with friends and family. Tonight wasn't just a party, it was a journey back in time to an era where joy and excitement filled every beat and dance move. It was a place where old memories met new joys, blending together to create a night full of emotion. As the lights dimmed and the music faded, what remained were the beautiful memories we all would carry with us. Let these souvenirs remind you of an unforgettable event, a night when everything was perfect. The influence of the 80s on modern culture. The 1980s weren't just a pivotal moment in history, they were a powerful cultural force that continues to shape modern-day society. From music to fashion, film to television, the echoes of the 80s are still felt today. One of the most striking examples is the resurgence of retro style, where fashion trends and designs from that vibrant decade are being embraced and reimagined in contemporary collections. Iconic pieces like leather jackets, high-waisted jeans, and voluminous hairstyles are making their way onto fashion runways and social media feeds, reminding us of an era defined by bold statements and rebellious flair. The music of the 80s has also stood the test of time, weaving its way into modern films and TV shows. Hits from legends like Michael Jackson and Madonna are frequently featured in soundtracks, evoking both nostalgia and a fresh energy. A standout example of this is Stranger Things, where not only the music, but also the characters' fashion choices and set designs pay homage to the unmistakable vibe of the 80s. And it's not just in entertainment. The 80s spirit lives on in celebrations and events, from themed parties to costume festivals, offering younger generations a chance to step into the lively, electric atmosphere of a bygone era. All of these elements show that the 1980s are far from being a distant memory. Instead, they remain a powerful link between generations, celebrating timeless cultural values and keeping the vibrant energy of the decade alive for years to come. Which legendary dance moments do you think deserve to be remembered for all time? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with our picks, or do you have your own iconic routines in mind? Don't forget to check out more of our exciting videos from Who Remember. Making sure to subscribe and hit the bell to stay updated on all our latest content.